Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today with war number 9, and as you can see from the top left corner of the screen, we got some more beautiful Spidey 2099 action today. We have, I think, 3 fights with him in this war. It was originally going to be 4. Actually, it was originally going to be 5, I think. Then we switched some things up. But point is, Spidey, absolute beast. We have another boss fight today, and we have we're taking node 54 with Sorcerer Supreme again. But yeah, up first we're taking path 7 here. This is gonna be an interesting path. We have an invisible woman on kinetic transference, followed by a super scroll on vivified. Now, yeah, so this is a very simple fight, relatively simple fight here against invisible woman. You know, it is what it is. I was just reading it over it a bunch of times just to make sure I wasn't missing anything, because it seemed very simple. And for the most part, you know, we were against New Nation here in this war, and they placed things very well. So I was just making sure I wasn't missing anything that would mess me up in regards to, like, you know, her debuffs and whatnot. But I'm just pretty much taking this fight super duper slow here. I just want to be very safe. Like I said, pretty simple fight here, right? I just want to get I got my intercept, I got my heavy. I'm already all ramped up with her, I don't gotta do anything else. And at this point, I'm just gonna get through the fight, man. I'm just gonna take it very slow, and I'm just gonna be safe. I'm not even gonna be like intercepting much here to get my my feats up, because like I said, look, she's down to 50% health. It's been 30 seconds. Another reason why I'm keeping it slow here, like not doing special attacks, because I don't really want to knock her down, because if I knock her down, she can go invisible, and then, you know, when she goes invisible, you have to hit into her. Granted, I can get a true sense buff on my special 1, and then I won't, you know, miss anything, right? So there's definitely a lot of ways around the difficulties of this fight, and it probably would have been over 30 seconds ago if I used a special 1 or a special 2, but, you know, like I said, I'm just taking it super duper slow here, you know, just because of like that reason right there. If she goes invisible, I want to just make sure I'm ready to counter her, right? And she's down to 5% health now, and that's going to be it. So yeah, we finished the fight with pretty much a full yellow bar. It was a little bit slower than normal, but that's okay. So this is the tough fight coming up, man. This was an interesting one. Super Scroll on Vivified, right? So his special 3, it stuns you for 3 seconds, so that's why, you know, we went with Hercules here. I put an invul boost on. My plan was I'm just gonna push him to special 3, man. That's it. That's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna deal with anything. If he wants to throw the special 1 on me, that'd be great. But as you can see, like 3 hits and he's already at a special 1, and I'm like, you know what, screw it, let's go for the special 3, right? And at this point, I backed off. I tried to dex the special 2. I always try to do it instinctively, even though I always mess it up. But thankfully, it only did 2 hits, but we have an Incinerate taking us down, so I said, all right, you know what? Let's go for the special 3 right now. He's down to 22% health, 21% health now at this point, right? He's going for the special 3. We're stun immune. So essentially, this is going to do literally nothing to us, because he's going to gain an aptitude buff as well from the special 3, but that's literally fine. Going for the special 1 because we had the falter on us, and that's going to end the fight. So yeah, definitely good placement for Super Scroll, man. Annoying fight, to be honest. Definitely an annoying fight. If you can get him to throw the special 1 more willingly, then that's great, but, you know, he doesn't always do that. So up next, we have a Wasp here on node 22, Power Snack. Wasp could be a little tricky, but I was in here just checking really quick. I was like, let me just make sure her special 3 doesn't do anything that I'm forgetting, because my goal here, my plan, is the exact same plan I had against Super Scroll. Take it very slow. I didn't go slow against Super Scroll, but just played very safe, and she's gonna get a burst of power when she drops below 50% health, right? So at that point, I'm just gonna push her to a special 3. That's pretty much the plan. Here I'm gonna dex to trigger her her power snack here, so I can get the cruelty buff on the special 2. At this point, I don't want her throwing that special 2, because the special 2 hits pretty hard into the block. So I said, you know what, man? I have 3 invulnerability shots left. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it. I should have this on this side of the field, so it doesn't on the screen, so it doesn't look like I'm looking off into the distance, right? I'm just realizing that now. But yeah, so this fight was totally fine. Just took it very slow. It was very safe, and yeah, let's get the rest set up here. All right, so up next we have this Havoc on 25, which is the Footloose one. I was a little nervous because all I have here, as you can see, is the 200% tech boost. So I didn't put any like big attack boost on because, you know, I just want to do special 2s against this guy, man. That's all I want to do. As you can see, I have just the plus 15% attack boost on. I'm going to throw an advanced power boost on. I don't have Wasp with me, so that's definitely going to be a little difficult, right, to go into this fight against Havoc because he's not easy to parry with the mediums. So yeah, basically, I just want to get to 2 bars of power as quick as I can. There we go. I want to do a heavy attack here, and now we're going to go for the special 2s, and all right, we are just under 3 bars, but he threw the special 1. Oh boy. So now he has Footloose going on. I waited until it was just about out. He's also placing all those plasma debuffs on us. I'm getting a little nervous here. I'm not sure what a detonation is going to do to me on this node, but it's gonna happen. There's no way around it. Took off, okay, 32% health, so I could actually survive another one of those. So instantly, I'm a lot less worried here, but we're gonna end the fight anyway. So that's really nice to know for the future, that if I'm at full health, I can survive that twice, right? So that's definitely good to know. But yeah, ideally he's dead before it. With 150% boost on, it's easier to chain those special attacks, you know? This fight is freaking awesome, man. So, Ebb and Flow Intercept, Ebony Maw, we're going in with the Spider, alright? So right out of the gate here, baiting a heavy attack, light attack, heavy, got the Intercept, got the Ebb and Flow Fury. He's knocked down, so his focus thing got reset. There's a non-damaging debuff, so it takes twice as long. Got the Intercept again, going for the special 2, and he's just about dead. Baiting out the special 1, and this is just about going to do it. Chef's kiss, Spidey 2099, incredible, amazing stuff. Let's keep moving. Alright, man, so this was the fight that I died to last for. This exact fight with Killmonger. And if you remember, he got super passive with the specials while also just berating me in the corner with his basic attacks. And I said, I see 2 ways I could have won this fight. 1, I have a tech boost on, which I do now. Or 2, I hit him while he has reverb going, and I just deal with it. Well, I'm going with a completely new strategy. We're going with option number C. Option number C today. We're going in with Hercules. And I'm just going to take this very slow and very safe, okay? Because I feel super duper uber comfy playing with Hercules against just about any opponent in the entire game, and that includes Killmonger on this node. So whenever I'm using Hercules, I just feel confident and comfortable in a fight, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm actually not here. That was a big mistake right there, but it's okay because Invul Boost literally saved us all 3 times. So what I did there was I activated the reverberation, okay? And I just hit into him while I didn't have the Ebb and Flow Fury up. And I said, all right, I'm literally doing no damage on this guy when he has, when he has the protection up with the reverb. So I said, that's a nice thing. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit him like that. I'm going to take this fight really slow. And as long as my health is above his, I'm not going to lose this fight. Okay? So there we go. We knocked him down. We got our feat of strength. There we go. Right? He has reverb active. Yeah, if he's far away, I'm not going to hit him. I'm not going to push it. But at the same time, I'm also, look at this. I'm trying to intercept to get rid of the ebb and flow. He's dashing back and holding block consistently. I mean, you can't intercept. Look, he's not letting it happen. So, when reverb is on, obviously, if I can keep that protection up, that's great. But I'm trying to intercept, when he doesn't have power and when he doesn't have the counter punch charges. When he doesn't. So it's gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? Screw it, man. I'll just take him down with the protection up and then just completely ignore reverb. He's down to 5% health. Obviously, the plan worked. 2-minute fight. Annoying fight. But we got through it. We got through it. Felt fine. All right, man. Let's keep going. So up next we have this Modok. This is the, shared mini in Path 2 in the middle. It's Mighty Charge, Ebb and Flow Intercept. I really like Hercules for Modok personally because he's, first of all, Modok has very low block proficiency, right? So hitting into the block is fine, but also he has the True Sense on the special one. Got hit by that on purpose to get the Feat of Strength. Big brain. Just kidding. It was not on purpose. I just went in a little bit too soon, but that's okay. So there we go. Knock him down here. We now have 11 persistent charges. Beautiful, beautiful. The special one is going to give us a true sense here, and there we go. Now he's not going to be able to auto block anymore. Now we just have to get an intercept. There we go. And he's just going to be completely nuked and flushed right down the toilet any second now. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. Cool. So that was Mr. Potato Head flushed right down the toilet. Quick and easy fight. And now we have some minis, okay? We have a Mysterio on whatever node number this is. Hurt Locker, Power Focus 1, Enhanced Special 1, and also Defender Special Attack Strain up to 100% power. So Mysterio is obviously a great option as a defender for this node for a couple of reasons. Number one, his special one is a little hard to dex if you don't know what you're doing. Number two, it's annoying to deal with in general, okay? So he's going to be spamming the special one, Power Focus 1, and blockable special 1. It's just all around Mysterio is a great defender here. So there's also a Hurt Locker here, so I shouldn't use the same special attack twice in a row. That's not going to be much of a problem. We're going in here with a fully ramped up Hercules. I have a combat regen boost on, just because once I push him to the special one, I'm going to be blocking a bunch, baiting some heavy attacks. So like literally just in case. Also just in case I eat a special one, which I don't plan on doing. It's just there for a safety net essentially. But yeah, as you can see, just literally fighting like normal, no special attacks, no nothing. Fully ramped up Hercules is just an absolute freaking monster, dude. Doesn't need buffs, doesn't need anything. Non-crits are like 10k each. And yeah, we ended the fight at a full bar. Very, very, very easy, quick, and simple fight. We got 2 more fights now. Now, we went about these 2 fights in a very specific strategy. You can see the mighty Chris there. We're talking in chat. He brought a 6-star Mr. Fantastic along. So I asked him, I said, can I get a petrified debuff, please, on Sorcerer? Because on this node here, there is 100% increased power gain. So immediately that's cut down to 60%, okay? After the heavy attack, 45%. Another heavy attack, 30%. She now only has 30% increased power gain with Aspect of Evolution, 35%, but now it drops down another 125% and the fight is effectively over. Also, huge shout out to that Science power back boost, man, bringing us right back to another special 2. Yeah, so this fight was just absolutely glorious. It was beautiful. It was 30 seconds. One of the tougher fights on the entire map is like Sorcerer Supreme, MCOC here. Yeah, and Spidey's just, he's nuking right through him, man. He's just nuking right through him. So yeah, so I asked for a Petrify there for that reason. And then I asked for one of each debuff on the America Chavez boss. And the reason being is because Spidey's special 2, it does more burst damage based on the amount of debuffs that you have. Unique debuffs on the opponent is essentially what it does, okay? So if we're bringing a Mr. Fantastic to place a Petrify, we might as well get that benefit on the boss, right? So America Chavez is an interesting, I paused the wrong thing. I want to talk about it before we go in. She's an interesting boss for a couple of reasons. Let me get something set up here to show you. So she's another one where a defender, where if you don't know what you're doing, she's going to steal some kills from you. For a couple of different reasons. She has these dimensions here. Just right here, okay? Reflect 40% hit damage taken as energy damage. Capped at 6,500, which is a lot. Okay? That is a lot of damage back that you could potentially be taking to yourself. That can stack twice. Okay? The way that activates is if she does a heavy attack and you interrupt her heavy attack after the second hit. Alright? But on a Sun Immune node, she's going to be throwing heavy attacks. And there's this right here. on the special one, each unique parallel dimension creates a passive power gain effect, generating 40% of a bar of power over 1.5 seconds. So she's going to be gaining a lot of power. If only there was a really good science champion who could prevent that or something like that. I don't know. But also look at this. Whenever affected by a Wither debuff, remove the most recently activated parallel dimension. So it looks like Spidey all around is just so good for her. Right? Yeah. Our special 2 could be potentially dangerous because the end of it could be unblockable, right? So yeah, there's definitely, you know, awful attacker. Terrible attacker. She gains more attack rating the more stacks that she has. She gains resistance and everything. Bad attacker, decent defender, all right? Especially if you don't know what you're doing going in, she could steal some kills. Now, that being said, you see that? these Mr. Fantastic debuffs that I placed, right? 2 times in a row. I swear to God, I practiced this in duels. I got it every time. I went in, and then all of a sudden, I couldn't get the timing. I just could not get the timing. I tried. So I ate 2 heavies right away. I went for a bad intercept here. I ate a combo, but it's okay, right? Now I'm going for the special one, get a little bit of physical vulnerability. Also just refresh those Mr. Fantastic debuffs. So here's my thing with the Mr. Fantastic debuffs, right? I feel like I was so focused on them. I was going to try and bait a heavy attack to counter with my heavy again, and I just ate a full heavy full out. Then I went for a special one, and they all fell off. And you know what? Thank God they all fell off, because now I have no reason to counter with my heavy anymore, and I could just go back to getting to a special 2 and doing some good damage, all right? So as you can see, I'm either interrupting her after the entire heavy or after the first hit, because I don't want that damage reflection back, okay? But you'll notice that when she throws the special one, instead of gaining power, she's losing power, because the Wither puts 125% reduced power gain, okay? And that is just active on her, and now she's dead. So yeah, man, I mean, we lost some health. We lost some health because we were trying to counter that heavy attack. I guess I should have just countered it at the end, but I just didn't. I kept getting hit. So yeah, I'm writing. What an ugly fight. Spidey is so OP though, so it's fine. Ugly solo, still a solo. That's true. I ate 3 heavies in a row. Yeah. So in a row. So yeah, man. Obviously, she could be a decent boss if you don't have a good counter. Spidey has everything going on for him here. Besides, I didn't even mention the true strike damage reduction, but is he the only champion with her debuff? I think he's the only champion. I could totally be wrong right now. There might be another one. But you know, Wither debuffs kind of like shut her down a little bit, because you know, she activates her dimension and then the Wither debuff just turns it off. But yeah, so that's really good. Also, no buffs from Mystic Dispersion. I could only guess that guy placed with high Mystic Dispersion. If they're placing an America Chavez boss, probably 4 or 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion, which could just feed her power, make her keep doing those special 1s, special 2s, keep, you know, the defender's going to be chaining specials that way because of the passive power gain. So the Wither reverses all of it. So obviously, you know, Spidey, in my opinion, is the #1 option for that fight, without a doubt. Even without the true strike resistance, he would be the #1 for me. But yeah, that's it for this war. Super solid. 10 fights in this war? I don't know. No close deaths. They were all, you know, good fights. Felt good about it. I believe we got demolished this war, though, overall. We definitely lost. I think Battle Group 1 had only 1 death, though, so that's pretty cool. Alright, but that's going to be it for this war video. If you enjoyed it, drop your boy a big ol' like. Comment what you think about seeing Spidey continue to slay Alliance War in the comment section below. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the final 3 wars coming to you once I finish doing them. I'll be seeing you around.